Hey people, welcome back to the Becoming series, exploring the deep truths and the principles that will enable you become everything you were created to be and do. Now, one of these days, I'm probably going to run a competition. Who can tell me that line? The catchphrase of the Becoming series. That everybody will get it. Hopefully, because we say it all the time. So, pattern. Let's talk pattern. Now, what is a pattern? A pattern is something that's repeated, that has this repetitious thing about it. When you say that, for instance, this shirt has a pattern of these stripes of colors, that are repeated, that's a pattern. Now, what does this have to do with becoming? Your life has a pattern to it, but you wouldn't recognize that if you haven't been observant, right? If you look back um, through your history, from the time you were a child, you'd observe that some things have been consistently playing out in the background, right? In the background of your life. There, there, there are things that have caused you to act in a certain way, to speak in a certain way, to do some certain things, to think in a certain way, which have produced results that have a pattern. When you're prone to something, when you're prone to doing something, there has been a pattern. It's not just a one-off. It is a recurrent series of events. Um, so, for instance, um, I had a pattern of being a relatively studious child. I love to read. You know, right from the time I was young, I was just entranced by the power of words, unconsciously. But I'd take up a book and I'd just read. I'd be sitting at the dinner table. I'd be reading and eating at the same time. They told me it was a bad habit, but I really didn't care. So that was a pattern, and because of that, I developed um, a relatively good grip on word usage. How to use words, or how to write. How to put words together, how to use them. In different varied ways, right? So that's a pattern. Um, if you have been someone who has exhibited a particular behavior, good or bad, there has been a pattern, right? And a pattern starts with a particular design, and this is instructive, is a particular design that follows a template that is consistent. So, and I said that this could happen, it's pro and con, right? What is the pattern to your life? If you have this great vision, um, you must deliberately pattern the circumstances of your life to be aligned with that vision. It means that if you're going to be a great speaker, for instance, there has to be patterning, patterning. There has to be a patterning that is consistent, that is deliberate. Speaker. Right now, I am not a great speaker, right? So things I need to do. Okay, I need to study great speakers. I need to um, build my word power. I need to, you know, find out how I can be more eloquent. I need to take, speaking lessons. I need to attend seminars about communication, and you start to build a pattern that is recurrent. So by the time you get to that stage of, you know, being that great speaker, and you look back, you see that it is a result of the patterns that have been going on. You have followed a pattern that was based on a template you designed. This is what I want to achieve. This is the template. This is who I want to be. This is who I want to become. And then you follow that pattern. I hope this helps.